Hello and welcome to yet another episode of the In News series. My name is Pooja Dwivedi. Today we are going to discuss the Special Marriage Act 1954. There are many facets that we are going to talk about, and from the perspective of your GS Means Paper Second, it is important to know the analytical parts of it. From the perspective of the preliminary examination, the factual plus the conceptual part. So first of all, what is the news? The news is that Swara Bhasker has tied the knot under the Special Marriage Act with her long-term boyfriend, who happens to be of another religion than Swara Bhasker. And the Special Marriage Act is a boon for those who do not want to convert but want to marry the love of their lives without any sort of religion or religious obligation. Okay, so let us move ahead and talk about the Special Marriage Act. The Special Marriage Act of 1954 is an Indian law that provides a legal framework for the marriage of people who belong to different religion or caste. People belonging from myriad religion, they face a problem when they want to get sanction from their own religion if they want to marry into another religion. So for that, we have the Special Marriage Act. You do not need to go under any sort of conversion ritual in order to marry the person who you love. The state here sanctions the marriage rather than the religion. In India, both the state and the religion can sanction the marriage. Okay, and both civil and religious marriages are recognized in our country. Now, if we talk about another very similar act like this, it is UK's Marriage Act of 1949. Moving on, let's talk about the basic provisions of it. What are the different criteria and provisions? The applicability of the Act extends to people of belonging to all faiths, Hindus, Muslims, Sikhs, Christians, Jains and Buddhists, who happen to reside across India. Other than that, the recognition of marriage is easy. The Act provides for the registration of marriage, which gives a legal tinge to the marriage. Legal recognition. In the eyes of the law, you are married. It provides a number of legal benefits and protection to the couple as well, such as inheritance rights, so that you won't be fearful that if you marry a person who belongs to another religion, then you will be disowned. Not like that. Succession rights and social security benefits are also given, and it also forbids polygamy. That means you cannot one person who happens to have a wife already cannot enter into a marital relation with any other woman until and unless the current spouse is living and married, not divorced or dead. Okay. Moving ahead, it declares a marriage null and void. Either party has a spouse living at the time of the marriage, or if either of them is incapable of giving a valid consent to the marriage due to unsoundness of the mind. So, it has to be ensured as well under this act that the person is of sound mind, okay, who is entering into the marital relation. Now, according to Section 5 of the Act, there is a specificity that the parties must give written consent to the marriage officer of the district, and that has to happen when? It has to happen at least one of the parties must have lived in the district for at least 30 days immediately before the date of such notification. So there is a notice period as well. Now Section 7 of the Act allows any person to object to the marriage before the expiration of the 30 days from the date of the notice's publication. And this is a highly contentious issue. Why? Because many times it happens that the parents of such couple, they might not agree to the marriage. So they try to create issue by objecting to the marriage within this 30 days of window. Okay. Then age limit is there. The minimum age to get married under the Special Marriage Act is 21 for men and 18 for women. It is very different from the personal laws. We have in India many personal laws are there. Personal laws are those laws which are specific and different to every religion. They have their own customs and traditions encoded into laws, and these laws are applicable to the person who are belonging to that religion. So Muslim Marriage Act of 1954, Hindu Marriage Act of 1955, these are the personal laws. Here either spouse to convert to the religion of the other before marriage is mandated. That means if a Muslim woman is marrying a Hindu man, then she has to convert and become a Hindu. If a Hindu woman is marrying a Muslim man, then she has to convert into, she has to take up Islam. And Special Marriage Act, if two people, they do not want such hassles. So Special Marriage Act enables marriage between interfaith or intercaste couples without them giving up their religion. You can practice your religion and you can be married at the same time. And that is very nice. This particular provision is really the reason why Special Marriage Act is very progressive in nature. But there are certain issues that are related to Special Marriage Act. First is objection to marriage. The time period for it is very huge. Now, even if the people who claim to be stakeholders are not really interested in your well-being, they might, they tend to objectify to such things because they think that they might uphold the religious sanctity of their own religion and marriage. Objections to be raised against marriage this is the most contentious one because it is seldom times used to harass couples. There is also a reason for this because they want to either delay the marriage or prevent the marriage from happening. There are also privacy concerns that if I have to marry a person of another religion and I have to be registered under the Special Marriage Act, I have to provide a notice, and that is infringing upon my right to privacy. I have the right to be private, and I might not want to share the details of the person I want to marry or myself. But because of the mandates under the Act, it becomes necessary for me. So that is another issue. There is also social stigma for the people. They are stigmatized who are marrying under this particular Act. Okay. Moving on, the way forward can be, first of all, to ease the process. Not a lot of hassle has to be done. That is the most important need of the hour. And then the requirement for a 30-day notice period, it is the most contentious issue that can be done away with. The notification having the names of the people can also be done away with. It could be a little more, private in nature. That could be the way ahead. Also, many people who want to marry a person from another religion, they are fearful of the fact that they might not be able to do so in a country like ours. So there is a need to raise awareness so that they can marry the person that they want and live a happy life. That is the end goal of life. Okay, so I hope you understood this topic. Thank you so much for watching and stay updated.